Good evening, everybody. So let us start our lecture tonight. And first of all, I would like to go to the D12 course page, and let us see if you go to the quizzes. And that's good. It's good number of people. So although I kept it open until the last day of this semester, but do not wait for last day to complete the syllabus and policy quiz. It was supposed to due this week. Okay, anybody here did not take syllabus or policy quiz yet? Okay, you need to take it before you come to our next lecture. Okay, I extended it, I kept it open until so that if you need to revisit this quiz has information about our policy. So that later you cannot tell us that, oh, professor, I did not know this rule. I did not know about this policy, okay? I kept it open so that you can take it again and again to go there to know about our policy. Okay, and also quiz 1 is due until June 26th. Okay, I like you. First of all, until you understand, like I wish maybe next time I will give you a title. What is about this quiz 1? I will add a title next time, okay? So until you understand the complete, so you do not need to take it right now, but if you take it right now, that's good. Like for instance, the array quiz is due January 26 because we have not covered array, but hopefully tonight we will cover array. Okay, so let us go to our, okay, this is our office hours. Okay, so office hours, I don't have too many hours. I have only 5 to 6 hours office hours, but there will be other professors, and we will have our graduate teaching assistant. Anyone you find in our office, you can get help. Okay, do not wait for me. Okay. Okay, so now let us go to our schedule page. I was a little bit behind. I was supposed to cover this last week, but I did not cover. So let us run tonight. We have to go fast. Okay. And array, string array, searching and sorting. Okay. So this is a very simple program. In which language? Java. How many of you do not know about Java at all? How many of you do not know Java at all? Oh, everybody knows. That's good. Okay. So here, this is our print statement, right? Sometime if I write code something on board or on my I have a welcome. But here I will sometimes write like this, print ln. Just, or I will write just print. Okay. So if I type in print, so please understand that I wanted to mean this in Java. So now, and how many of you do not know C# at all? Okay, only a few, but in this course you will learn at least 2 languages, these 2 languages, both Java and C#. Okay, but you will do you will be master in one language in your lab course. But in theory, you will learn actually object-oriented principles in both languages, C# and Java. Yes, you have a question?
Yeah, so this lab will complete our knowledge of that language, or?
Your lab is completely specific to one language.
Okay, but that'll be all of it, like
Yes.
all of C# we're going to.
Yeah, or everything in your lab will be either C# or Java, whatever language you're taking. Okay, so whatever lab you are assigned, your lab will tell you that what language you have selected. Okay, if you have taken Java lab, you cannot submit your code in Java in C#. Okay, that will not be compiled, so you will get 0. You make sure. Okay, but in theory you will learn both languages. We will discuss both in both languages. Okay. Yes, so if we want to convert this program into C#, what changes we may need? Yes.
Console.writeline instead of system.out.
Yes, one thing is system.out.println will be replaced by console.writeline. Other than that, here, yes.
Main needs to be capitalized.
Yes, M should be will be capitalized. M is main. Okay, and in C#, you can type in S is in lowercase or uppercase. It's fine. So basically, at least two difference, right? Here main is in uppercase in C#, and this will be replaced by console.writeline. So easy to remember, right? At least actually you will see that there are, okay, if you leave, people, if you leave, give your attendance. Okay, if you want to leave, then give your attendance, then you can leave. Okay, so this is the console.write. Okay, so it is equivalent to system.out.print, and ln means new line, and it is equivalent to line means C#, and M is in uppercase, and you can put S is in uppercase or in lowercase, is fine. Okay, so if you run this program, we will get our expected output like this. Okay. One thing that someone asked me a question, why do we need to replete, right? So we will use replete. Actually, I am a great fan of using Eclipse for writing Java program and Visual Studio for writing C# program. I work for companies for several years. So no company will use, what is that called, JGraphs or replete. It's easy, but easy for us to teach in classroom using this one-line IDE. So we will use replete here in our
To practice in class examples.
yes, small program, but not sophisticated and large program. Large complete project, you have to use either C# or for C# you have to use Visual Studio, right?
Yeah.
And Java you can use NetBeans or Eclipse. Okay, let me see which slide, what slides I do have.
So quiz one's not due until the 26th of January.
Yes. So what is the review
We
slides?
only get one attempt at it first.
Yes, only one attempt. We went through this. So in our last lecture, we went through this.
I'm not sure if we finished it or not.
Yeah. Okay. So we skipped scanner or input. Tonight we will do that. Okay. In our last lecture, so far I remember, replete. So if you go to my account, replete account, it's a replete.it / my name, Mokhtar. So then you will see all of my programs here that I discussed. Maybe. Okay, so everybody please. Okay, you will do that later. So someone Let us do a quick activity. You can see this? Everybody can see this code? Okay, what will be the output of this code? Let us try it. Okay, without running this program, who can write the output? Okay, try it. You wanna try? You wanna try?
I'll
Yes.
try. Why not? I'll try.
Yes. Charlie? Yeah, both people come in. Okay, I have Lars.
Figure out what you're saying exactly.
You want me to?
I think he wants us to come up here and write on the
Yeah.
board.
You guys here and Susan come on the So I will just write the output. Okay, as exact as you can, okay? Okay, you can also try on your piece of paper. On a piece of paper, you can also, not with computer, okay? On a piece of paper, you can try, or you can go with that. Okay, remember that my language is case sensitive. So x is here in lowercase s, x, okay? X and y are lowercase, not in uppercase. X and y are lowercase s, not uppercase. Yeah, you can try on a piece of paper. Or you can give attention to a board, whatever you do. So please, okay, Jarek, what is your name? Yeah, please write in large font so that we can see from the back. Large font, big font. Understand? You can see from the back? So this is a 1321 topic. Not 1322, right? It's a review topic. You got your response?
Okay, so
So is that correct? How do you Now, please be attentive. Look at the \t, \n. And you have, so, do I have print ln or print? Be careful everything, okay?
The first one is the same
So is that something?
oh, I see what you're saying.
So you don't bring your paper? Yeah, bring your notebook. No, how can I say that you are not playing game or sometimes I will restrict not to open the phone, okay? Immediately bring your notebook. Yes. No, this is class y, this is incremental operator. Established in the last lecture. Class y, that means it will increment fast. Incremented fast, then it will use that incremental types. Oh, no, it's one. That is not a logic. One more than x was the what is the original?
Where are you getting? Why?
Zero.
There's no library.
So no, it will increment it will be yeah.
It's just asking x equals whatever the x value is. And y
No, I
equals whatever the y value is. It's not that complicated.
What do you mean?
It's literally just this. It's just asking for the x value and the y value.
But it's iterating 5 times.
Yeah. Well, no, 4 times.
Oh, 4 times.
Well,
Sure.
5. First time, second time, third time, fourth time.
It starts with 1, so that means you only go 3 times. 1 to 2 is the first time. 2 to 3
1,
is the
2, 2, 3,
second time.
3 to 4.
It's not less than 1 to 5. It's less than 5.
Yeah, I know.
So it goes 3 times.
First time, no, 1, 2, 3.
It starts with
It would run 4 times. Because you're not counting 1 and 6. You're not counting 1 and 6.
Yeah, I know, but it's 1 to 2. It's set 2.
1 is 1 run, 2 is 1 run, 3 is 1 run, 4 is 1 run. I don't agree with you because this is my first thing. No, because it's x plus plus. You add the one after you've already found the x. The plus plus beforehand is added before you put that x. My first x should be 0 because I haven't added the plus plus yet. And then on the next go through, the plus plus happens out in the previous.
Printed x plus plus.
You went over this last time. So the x afterward,
But that's what I did.
afterwards, you didn't add the one row after.
That's if it's outside of the same.
Hey, my friends, your time is over. Okay? No, Javed, you're not good. Okay, who else? You wanna come in? Yeah. Thank you so much.
Did you say they were both?
No. Thank you so much.
Huh?
I said thank you so much.
Oh. Sorry.
Give me a second.
Sorry.
You want me to write it?
Yeah, you can explain. Okay, the archival code is 6S6X76M, right? S76M archival code. So if you cannot give your attendance, send me an email to M or maybe HOSSE12 at kenesa.edu. Yeah, you can write it out in the middle. Okay, so everybody please practice this, okay? Everybody please practice this until you do not understand, until you become clear, until you do not become clear. So, okay, so you need to give my code, right? Okay, so let us start. We will explain. Okay, so what are initial values for x and y? 0, right? And then how many times these codes will be executing? 4 times. We started from 1 to I less than 5. So this means 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? If I gave equal sign, then it would be executing 5 times, right? So then even if I gave I equal to from 0 to less than 5, how many times?
5 times.
5 times. So I gave I1, that it will be 4 times, right? So initially on this statement, what will be my x equal to? I said x plus plus. X plus plus means it will print the old value. It will use the old value. After using old value, it will increment x by 1. So what is the old value? 0. So it will print 0. Put 0, right? And after that, it will give a tab for empty space, right? You give tab. Okay. And then it will come, since I did not put ln, so this will come on same line, right? It will come y equal to what? You said plus plus y. This plus is concatenation, connecting string with variable. Okay, and this plus plus means it will be incrementing y first. it will use the y incremented value. Okay, so what was the y original value, previous value? 0. Previously y was 0, so it will be incremented y. So if it will be using incremented value, so what is incremented y? 1. So it will be printing 1, right? So okay, after that our I will be 2, right? So that's good. So he wrote this on I equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, but I don't need this output, but if you write it then fine. For your understanding, if you write it, it's fine, okay? I only wanted to see this part. So after at the end of printing y, it is going to the new line, right? For instance, going to the new line, right? So next output will be printed in a fresh line, right? Okay, so then what will be printing over here? Again, it will come here, x equal to, yes, and then y equal to 2. Okay, then go down. Then again, x equal to 2, y equal to 3. Then again, x equal to 3, y equal to 4, x equal to, then last line. Oh, sorry, y is not 5. So I will not be reached to 5, right? Since we said I less than 5, so this will not reach. So we need only this for lines, right? Yes.
So with the x plus plus, if you had that same exact print statement outside of a for statement, then it would print 1, or would it still just be 0?
I do not understand.
Like if you had the system out that print line, x equals plus x plus 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 the tab whatever, and you didn't have that in a for statement, would it print out 1?
You don't understand what?
Do you mean like after the for statement? So
Like take out the for statement, have x equals 0, and then print happens in your next line, say system out that print line, x equals plus x plus plus.
yeah, it still be 0.
It's still
Yes, because the plus comes after. The plus plus always happens after the statement. So assume the plus plus is just another line right here, the hidden line.
Okay, you got my code. So I like everybody to practice this. Okay, wait a second. So this is our output. You got something? Okay, please let us give him a big hand, okay? Thank you so much. Okay, no, we're not done. Okay, now the hard thing is coming. So at the end here, let us do something new. So if I say plus plus x and then y plus plus, what will happen? What is the output if I add line number 12? So how many lines, actually how many statements are there on line number 12? One statement or two statements? Two statements. Okay, what will happen?
Is it okay to do that, or do you need it to happen on separate lines?
No, you can do separate line, but I put one line intentionally. So just tell us, you can do like this way. You can do this way. As long as you put semicolon, then it's fine to use two multiple lines in one statement. This is good and this is good. Now you understand what will be output? Okay, so yeah, I like everybody to practice this, and if you cannot give attention here in this crowded classroom, when you go home, please practice. And if you do not understand it, please come to see me during my office hour, or anytime you come to our office, you will find someone, or you will find at least graduate teaching assistant. We have our tutoring center as well as. Hey man. So here, what we are doing over here. So after printing is good, right? After printing this, you understand these two lines, right? Okay, so then it will be incremented x again by 1, right? So what was my, after this point, what was my x value? 1. It printed 0, but after this statement, my x value was 1. So, but at this point, it will increase x again, so x will be 2. So next time when it comes back, it will use old value. What is the old value? 2. So it will print 2 again. So 0, 2, 4, 6, and then let us try for y. So here y originally previously was 1, and then it is incrementing by another 1. So y is getting, okay, wait. So here, so since y is getting y, what is that? Y previously it printed 1, right? So then again y became 2, right? Again when it comes here, y will be 2 plus 1? 3. Okay, so now try with y will be 1, 3, and then you know other things. Okay, now let us give him a break. So if you understand just my technique to assess you how much you know for 3021. If you know this, you should be good in 30. You are good in 3021. Okay. So in my first lecture, I told you what I will not be teaching, right? I will not be teaching English. I will not be teaching math, right? Okay, let me tell you today what I will not be teaching more. I will not be teaching programming. Really. I will help you to learn how to walk on the field of object-oriented programming. I said how to walk. But in order to be successful, you need to run. You need to know how to run on the field of programming. So remember that how do we teach a little baby how to walk? We hold their hand, right? If you have a little baby, a niece or brother or sister or relative, we hold their hand, right? And teach them how to walk. Do we teach them how to run?
No.
Okay, they know themselves. Yeah, our children know themselves how to run, right? So same thing, I will teach you how to walk, and it is your duty to learn how to run on the field of object-oriented programming. Ultimately, in order to pass in this course, you have to run. How fast? As fast as you can. Okay? Do not break your leg. Means that do not be afraid. Do not drop out from this course. Okay. One thing that I know of, practice makes a man perfect. Also, okay? Practice will make you perfect. As many practice as you do, is don't worry if you do not know this, did not know this, or if you forgot this, don't worry. Whatever needed, we will discuss in our course. But whatever we may say, something to practice, do not forget. Do not skip it. Okay? Maybe I will not tell this story again and again. You are mature enough. Yeah, this is a college level course, not a high school course, that we will be able to teach you by hand, holding your hand. So anyone has any questions so far? For this one, everybody please practice, okay? This one. And if you do not, for instance, how do we practice? For instance, if you have a code, I personally like do not copy and paste code from anywhere. I like you to type in a code. Okay, I like you to type in some code. For instance, type in code and then paste. Sorry, type in code, and whenever you do some mistake, okay, I'm sorry, this is Java, right? This is C#. So what do we need to make change over here? I need to make so we want to see output after this boundary. I'm sorry. What is that unexpected symbol int? Here? Oh, I'm sorry. I put a, I forgot to give a second. Oh, what is my mistake? Oh, I put right line down here, right? Anyone has any questions so far? Okay, so now I want to give you another homework. This homework you do not need to submit to me or to your lab assistant. It's just for you to practice. Okay, you will write a program that will tell you, that will give you a prompt that what is your name, and you will enter your name and you will say hello, my name is whatever is your name, and then it will print I am like this. So your program will give, let me write it here. Okay, so write a program that will give you the prompt. Say it will say what is your name, and whatever name you will enter. Say if you enter name Mokhtar, my name is Mokhtar Hussain. Okay, and then second line it will give you I'm sorry, why it is not copying. Copy how tall are you? Okay, in the second line it will give you a prompt like this, and you will enter your value. For instance, you can enter value here on same line, and you will enter your value. Say for instance 5 feet 3 inch 4 inch, I am say 5.4. You don't need to put inch or feet over there, and say, and at the end it will say hello, and your output will be, these are your input. When you run this program, it will give you first this prompt. You can try yourself, you can start. It will give you this prompt, write your name. So you will write what is your name, then you will press enter. Then it will ask you the second question, how tall are you? Then it will give, for instance, whatever your height, and then at the end it will say hello, your name over here. Okay, at the end you can put like this exclamation what, very simple, give a comma, you are 5.4 feet tall. That's it, it will come in one line. So you understand the problem? You will write a program. You have to use a scanner for Java. No hardcoded input, okay? So it will give, when you run your program, it will give you a prompt that it will ask you what is your name. You will give your name. Then the second question it will ask you how tall are you. Then you will give your height. Then at the end it will say you hello, your name, then comma, you are whatever height you give, feet tall. Is doable? Is it doable?
Yes.
Who need help? You need help? You should know this if you took 1321.
How do you read an integer on C#? You do int.parse and then parse.
Okay. The good thing is that, so for ask Google. Okay. Ask Google. The question is that, so how to enter integers in C#? Ask Google. Do Google search, okay? And then whenever you get your code, at least for this one, memorize this code. Okay. Okay. The two I have two part of this homework. First part, you will write this program in your primary language. Okay. Everyone is here. You have two languages. One is your primary language, that is your lab language, and another language I will call your secondary language. If your primary language is Java, lab language is Java, and C# is your secondary language. Okay, and if your C# is your lab language, the Java is your secondary language. Okay, and then convert this program in your secondary language. Okay, this is a 1321 question. Okay, so if you do not understand this completely, please see me after the lecture or during my office hour. Okay, if you do Google search, you can do it, but whatever code you get, you need to remember this. However, you can memorize or whatever you do. So practice many times, then it will be semi-memorized for you. Anyone has any question? Okay, so
I have a question.
yes.
Okay, this is not really related to what we're doing, but I had a question for computer science maybe.
For
For computer science,
yes.
are we ever going to script since we're going to be taking operating systems?
What will we be doing?
Are we going to be scripting? Like,
Programming?
is it a scripting language whenever like we take like operating systems?
I don't know the syllabus for the operating system, but after this taking course, are you taking operating system this semester?
No.
So, by the end of this semester, what you will learn? You will be able to work on the field of, actually not work, you will work, if you pass this course, you will be able to run in the field of object-oriented programming. So you will have idea how to solve a problem. Do an assignment for your any project, any course you take.
So we're not going to be using a scripting language?
Scripting language, you mean JavaScript or something?
Like PowerShell?
No.
No?
So whatever we will discuss, that only C# and Java. These are the two languages that are used in academia. Another language, like when I was a student like you, about 10 years ago. We learned C++ for learning object-oriented concept. So for a long time, C++ was the academic language for learning and teaching object-oriented programming. So after Java is developed, people switch to Java. Java is easier than C++, and then C# came. And people now in academia, people use Java and C# for teaching learning object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming is a new paradigm of programming. So there's something class, object, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. We will learn this course. Anyone has any questions so far? I will move to our next topic. Okay, so let us see that we have anything. Okay, so here in our pseudocode, whenever I say read, or even in Java C# code, so you need to understand how do we read an integer number. Okay, and whenever say print, then in C# and you should know that this is console.writeLine, and in Java people should understand that this is system.out.println. Okay, so these are the complete code. We went through our, so this is do while we discussed this in our last lecture. I think they were fine. So now let us see. Okay, good thing that what else we have? Searching, sorting. I have 30 more minutes, right? About. Okay, so our next topic is classes and arrays. So anyone here can define what is a class? Yes.
Class is like the skeleton.
Okay. That's
You're
good.
gonna make like the object is the skeleton.
Yes. Class is a skeleton of an object. In other words, what is a class? Okay, that's good. Anyone? Yes.
User-defined data type.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Kind of like doesn't it have like attributes?
No. So a class is a user-defined data type. So whenever in our program we say int, right? Int is a built-in data type. How many built-in data types or primitive data types we do have? 8. We have 8 primitive data types, right? 4 are for the siblings for integer type, short, byte, short, int, long, right? And then we have 2 for float and double. Yes, Sabia, you can give attention there. Give attention. So we have 8 primitive data types, 4 for whole numbers, byte, short, int, long, and then 2 for decimal numbers, right? Float and double, right? And another is character type, and another is Boolean type. Okay, we do have already string type that is a built-in but not primitive. Okay, then all except all other things we say called class. A class is a user-defined data type. So like an integer, integer is built-in already. So actually, like integer is built-in, float is a built-in type. So we are able to declare a variable of integer type variable by using integer type that hold only an integer value. Okay, if we declare a variable float that takes only a float type, decimal type, right? But in addition to this, whenever we declare our own data type, for instance, using a class like a student or a person or an account holder or an animal. So that type is a custom type that can hold mixing for both integer type, float type, double type. For instance, we say student. What are the attributes of a student? A student has a name, right? Has an ID, has a date of birth, has height, weight, address, email address. Yeah, a lot of things, right? Okay, so these are the attributes that a student type code, and in addition to these attributes that are is called field, these fields are used to hold value. For instance, what is your name? Brandon. What is your name?
Me?
Yeah.
Mason.
Mason. Is it Brandon? Mason. What is your name?
Milo.
Milo. What is your name?
Carolyn?
Okay, so you see that I asked same question, but 4 different people give 4 different answers, right? I asked what is your name, what is your name, what is your name, what is your name, right? But your answer are varied, right? So because the name is my variable that can hold different type, different values, right? Every student has different value for name attribute, right? So in addition to this name attribute, what other attributes you have? You have social security number, you have student ID, you have height, weight, date of birth, a lot of information, right? Okay, these are the attributes, and in addition to these attributes that hold value, what you have other kind of attributes that are called action. That what is that? You can walk, you can talk, you can study, right? You can take exam, right? You graduate, you can graduate, right? So these are the actions. Those are defined through method or some functions, right? You have some functionalities. These are the functionalities that you can do. So as a student, you have some attributes other than a person like who is an employee. Like for instance me, I am a professor. So as a human being, we have some common attributes, right? I have a name, you have a name. But at least maybe I have something different than you that you do not have. That I do have, right? This is why I'm called a professor. And you do have something that I do not have. This is why you are called a student, right? So what is a class? A class is a user-defined data type that contains some variables and some methods in order to work or do some operations on those variables. Okay? So throughout our course, throughout like this semester, we will be defining our own classes. Excuse me, are you done? I'm not allowed to do that for continuous in my course, so if you have to do texting, do quickly. If you need to do a phone call, go outside and make a phone call and come later. Only for attendance, you do not need to wait here. I will give you attendance for free. You will give me? You don't need to wait here just for attendance. If you stay here, you need to listen to me. Okay, so a class contains some variables and some methods, right? Variables are called field or attributes. Methods like functions. Okay, a class can contain a method that has exactly same name of a class name, that is called a constructor. A constructor is used to initialize an instance of an object of a class. So whenever we have so here this is a class trophy. Okay, so this trophy has a name and then it has a fixed point, 10 points. This is the constructor. Okay, how do I know that this is the constructor? It has exactly same name of its class name. It does not have any return type or return statement. A constructor cannot have a return type or return statement. In your test, you will be asked to write a constructor. And many of you will do mistake, will lose point, because of the reason is that a constructor must have his class name exactly word by word same, letter by letter same. If you say trophy, T is in uppercase, you cannot have your constructor T is in lowercase. Then this is a method, this is not a constructor. Okay, a constructor cannot have a return type, even it cannot have void. A constructor is used to initialize the field values of an object. We say object. Whenever we create an instance of a built-in type, then we say variable. Say int x. X is a variable. And if we say trophy x, then x is an object. So whenever our type is a class, then we call that instance an object. Did you remember that? Whenever our type is I said class, not built-in type, okay? Then the instance is called object, okay? So whenever you study, then you are called a student, right? When you quit your study, then you are not a student anymore. Same thing, whenever your type is a class, then we say object. We will not tell it a variable anymore. Okay, a class can have multiple constructors. How many constructors I do have in this class? Okay, what are those? Trophy. This is called default constructor without any argument, and this is called argumented constructor or overloaded constructor. It has two arguments, n and one is string type that will be used for assigning name, and another is integer type that will be assigning for points value. Maybe we will come back about class and object later in a live program in our next lecture. So let me tonight, how many minutes? I do have 15 minutes. I want to do about array. Okay, I want to go about array. So in our maybe next lecture, or if I forgot, if I did not tell you, so how do I know that this is a method? A method, whenever a function, a method is a function. Whenever a method is defined within a class, then that is called a method. Whenever a function is defined within a class, then that is called a method. Okay. How do I know that this is a method or this is a function? No, if I see a pair of parentheses. In 99% cases, whenever you see something, a name, and followed by a parenthesis, a pair of parentheses, that is a function or a method. You remember that? So here my toString is a method, right? Here my what is that one? Here trophy is a method. This is the method. Whenever we do here print is a method, print ln is another method. How many methods we do here? Yes, print ln and main, right? So main has a pair of parentheses, right? Whenever you have something within parentheses, then that is called argument. Okay, and this is that means we understand that the parenthesis, a pair of parentheses is a symbol of method. Okay, and whenever you see a symbol, a square bracket, then that is a symbol of an array. Okay, an array is a data type that can contain a similar type, a group of similar data, set. We understand set, right? A set is a collection of similar type objects, right? A set of books, a set of pencils, set of student, right? Set of friends. Okay, so our goal is to understand array. So array can be for any type. It can be for built-in or primitive type. It can be for class type. So here my trophy is my type, right? Class, and then this trop is an what? An object or what? An object array. Okay, how do I say this is array? This is the object symbol or a symbol, okay? And this is the way, so this is why I'm defining a variable like trop as an array, and then we are assigning this trop with new trophy. In next lecture we will discuss what is new and what happens when you declare with new. And then it says 10, that means size of this array. This will be holding maximum 10 trophy. And these two lines can be combinedly written as this single line. Trophy. This is the actually this can go here, or sometimes you can put this with this here, and sometimes you can put this after here. It varies language to language, although okay. So this is new. New is of a keyword or operator. It is used to initialize an instance of an object. Okay. So let us test with traversing an array. Okay. So with okay. So C++, sorry, so I'm not asking C++. C# has a length attribute. L is in uppercase. That is used to find the how many length of an array, how many elements are there in an array. But in Java we have a corresponding method that is called length method. Where do I have length method? Okay, in Java we have length, L is in lowercase, this is method. And C#, this is not a method, this is an attribute. Okay, so everybody be ready. I will give you another task to do. Okay, so the two tasks this program has, find, for instance, you will be given, so you will ask, for instance, you will be given an array with some, for instance, 10 values. Okay, a set of array, these are numbers, 10 numbers, and you will be asked to find the average or mean of the given array. So practice this one. So this code is almost half of the code are given here, almost codes are given here. And then in addition to do this, I want to give you, so everybody you can okay, how many minutes I do I have? 10 more minutes, maybe fine. So everybody please open your Replit and try to write a program. I'm telling you what to write. Okay, open your Replit and declare an array of integer type. Declare a two-dimensional array of integer type that will take some values, and it will search the entire array, and it will find whether a targeted number is available in the array or not. If it is not, then it will give you a message that the number is not found, and if it is found, then it will tell you how many times the number exists. Okay, you can try. Let me open, maybe I have an old program, so since I have very short time, I need to open this. source example. Source not CPP. How many of are you teaching C sharp, taking C sharp? Okay, most of the people are taking Java lab, so let me go with C sharp. Okay, my code is over here. Since I have only few minutes, I want to explain what I wanted to do. Okay, already my code is over here. Okay, so for instance, we will define a two-dimensional array. Name is grid. Whatever name you can do. Okay, everybody give attention please for the next 5 minutes. Okay, close your device. Okay, give attention over here, then you can practice it. My program is already here. Okay, so we will define an array. It's two-dimensional array. How do we define a two-dimensional array in C sharp? We define a two-dimensional array in C sharp using just a comma in between. So that means we have this value for row and the second value for column. Okay, so the array name is grid, and you set new int. It will be taking integer value, and you say this is 3 by 3 array. So what is mean by 3 by 3? It will have 3 rows and 3 columns. So how many elements we will have? 9 elements. That's good. So here 3 times 3 9. So here, so this will be our first row. So you see, give attention please. How do we define value? For instance, if you are given just these values, so if you are asked to use these values, for instance, if I say use these values to assign a 3 by 3 array. So for instance, if you are given this set to assign in a 3 by 3 arrays, what you will do? You know that your 3 by 3 array, you will have 3 rows and 3 columns, right? So you will split them with 3 group, right? So you have 3 over here. First 3 will be first row, and then after again comma, and then within another curly brace you will have second row, right? And we have another curly brace, you will have your third row, and at the end you do not need to give a comma. And if you have lack of variables, for instance, if you have only, we need 9 values over here, right? We need 9 values over here for 3 by 3, right? But how many we have given? For instance, if you are given 8 or 7, so the other things, non-given thing will be considered 0. If you have some missing shortage of value, then other will be 0. But we are lucky that we have 9 values over here, right? So how do we assign? So you, for instance, in your problem, you will be given your data set like this way. Not exactly. You have to reorganize it like this way. So you understand? Okay, now, okay, so I don't need it. I don't need this. Okay, I have actually more, so that I instead of giving these values, I am using random. I used random generated value. Okay, so for now I'm not asking. So for instance, let me explain this. But this program, it will also generate random numbers from 1 to 10. 11 is excluded over here, and then it will assign this value over here, and then it will write this value on console. It will print the original value, and then whatever this method, this is the get length method. It is use get length with 0. It is used to find the number of elements in a row, number of rows, and it is used get length with argument 1 is used to find column. How many columns are there? And then actually my number is 7. I am checking whether 7 exists in this list or not. If it exists, then it will tell how many times the 7 is found, and else it will tell how many that number is not found. Let me run this program. Sorry, I am short time. Maybe I will repeat this program in our next lecture, but your task will be, I need 2 more minutes please. Your task will be to go through this program and try it yourself before you come to our next lecture. Okay, I wanted to explain you. So this is the array, it is generating automatically. This is the array, 3 by 3 array, and for instance its length is 3 rows, and it is checking whether 7 is exist here or not. So in this case 7 does not exist, right? So here 7 is, if I run it again, okay, it's generated 7 2 times, so it founds 2 times. What I like you to do, okay, everybody give attention please, last minute. So go to replit.it, then /@ my account, my name, and here search for search. Type in search that you have all of my programs that start with search. So you have random array search, example one with Java, and this is C#, and this is C++. You don't need C++, right? So you need Java. For Java people, practice this program. Open this program, try to understand this, and if you have any question, bring that question in our next lecture. We will discuss this. So we have almost same program. Okay. It is a little bit complicated because this one has I have randomly generated number. You can use a hard-coded number, or for instance in your test you might be given a hard-coded value, or you might be asked to generate the values randomly. Try it yourself, okay, and if you find any issue, we will discuss this in our next lecture. Okay, everybody? So how many of you are new tonight? If you are new tonight, please see me.
So, I got a little distracted near the end, I'm sorry. I was focusing on most of it, but I got sidetracked. I'm sorry. I'm going to go back and listen to it.
So, you know my YouTube channel name? YouTube channel? I have YouTube channel, I post all of my videos. Open your phone, go to YouTube, open the YouTube app. Search for CSITEd. Go to the playlist. So you see this one? So I have all the videos we have here. So please watch the previous lecture. Before you come to the next lecture, please watch the lecture videos. If you don't understand anything, send me. Yes, sir.
So how do we know when we need to take the quizzes?
How do?
Yes, because I know they're review quizzes, so when will the class be taught so that when do we need to take the quiz, and I know that all the class material's been taught?
So for you are asking to review quizzes.
Yeah, so like for the review
I
quizzes.
don't have a time for now before the test.